Ad hoc questions and answers. Safety is defined as freedom from unacceptable risk of harm. In order to ensure safety in the workplace, organizations implement a health, safety, and environment (HSE). This plan outlines the systematic procedures for carrying out work in a safe manner while protecting the health, safety, and environment. The HSE plan includes various elements such as project title, organization chart, rules, responsibilities, leadership and commitment, HSE policy and strategy, resources and competence, risk evaluation and management, planning, implementation and monitoring, audit and management. The base of the HSE plan is the Health, Safety, and Environment Management System, SEMS. This system includes important elements such as leadership and commitment, evaluation, and HSE policy is an essential part of the SEMS as it represents the organization's overall view towards health and safety. It is a legal requirement that should be signed by the most senior person in the organization. The HSE policy can be summarized in 2 words: zero accident. Another important aspect of safety is the Permit to Work, PTW, which is a formal written document used to control potentially hazardous works or activity. NOx New Work Management System, WMS. There are 3 types of permits: hot work permit for welding, cutting, grinding, general work permit for scaffolding, permit for activities such as radiography or diving. Work permits provide important details about what needs to be done, where it needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and what safety precautions should be taken. Grinding is a process of cutting something into small particles or powder through crushing. It is hazards such as flying particles, wheel bursting, electric shock, cloth caught, etc. In a pipeline project, various activities are involved, including transportation of way in sandy areas, stringing, bending, cutting, grinding, welding, field joint coating, non-destructive testing, pre-padding and decommissioning and de-oiling of existing lines. Testing is an important aspect of safety as it helps identify toxic environments, oxygen deficiency or enrichment, and flammable gases in the work area. H2S, hydrogen sulfide, is a highly toxic gas that can be produced by the decomposition of organic material. It is accumulated in low areas such as well cellars, open drains, ditches, and excavations. Devices such as fixed detectors, personal monitors, multi-gas detect to identify H2S at the site. As H2S is detected, emergency response actions need to be taken, including stopping the activity, shutting off equipment if possible, holding breath and wearing appropriate respiratory protection. Control measures for H2S include training programs like TPC Training Level 2 and safety induction training for new employees. Other measures include pre-job planning, personal escape sets, continuous gas policy, buddy system, location of assembly points, emergency vehicle displayed emergency. The exposure limits for H2S are highly toxic with concentrations as low as 1 ppm being able to cause harm. The lower exposure limit, LEL, for H2S is 3%. Exposure limit, UEL, is 400 ppm. The auto-ignition temperature for H2S is 500 degrees Fahrenheit 260 degrees Celsius. The exposure limits for CO are defined by TLV, threshold limit value, STEL, short-term exposure limit, and IDLH. Immediately before entering an area with H2S, certain criteria need to be met, including H2S concentration than 10 ppm, hydrocarbon LEL less than 5%, oxygen levels between 19, full exposure limit less than 35 m. HSE induction or orientation is conducted to welcome the company and introduce them to the organization's safety culture. It covers topics such as the project introduction, HSE policy, individual responsibility or site plan, emergency preparedness, first aid facilities, facilities, rules and responsibilities, PTW system on the site, compliance with personal protective equipment. Safe driving practices are also emphasized in terms of attending training for safe driving, daily vehicle checks before driving, adhering to speed limits and not using mobile phones while driving. Other measures include wearing seatbelts, maintaining tire condition and correct air pressure, smoking in vehicles, having flag poles and rollover protection bars with screens, carrying first aid kits and desert kits in vehicles. Management plans are implemented to ensure safe travel by considering factors such as driver competence, vehicle condition, and road. Heavy vehicles have specific regulations regarding medical requirements for employees vary based on age with validity periods ranging from 1 to 3. Fog levels are defined as visibility of 100 meters or less. Tire changing should be done according to manufacturer recommendations or a maximum of 2 years even if the tires are in good condition. The distance traveled is also a factor in determining when tires should be changed. HSE inspections or site inspections are conducted by HSE individual injuries or damage within the workplace. These inspections cover various aspects such as personal protective equipment, PPE, materials used, traffic routes, work equipment, electricity safety aid facilities and welfare facilities, hand and power tools, building and machinery installations, and ADNOC has implemented a list of life-saving rules, LSR, to keep people safe and prevent injuries. These rules include work authorization, safe mechanical lifting, confined space and handling, energy isolation, safe driving practices, bypassing safety control hazards, working at heights safely, and following proper procedures for hot work. Conclusion: safety is a crucial aspect of any workplace. Implementing an HSE plan, following permit-to-work procedures, conducting gas inspections, and adhering to safety rules and regulations are essential for ensuring the well-being of employees and preventing accidents or harm.